So about 6 years ago, I was left disappointed when Airline disappeared from ITV. Now a new BBC2 series called A Very British Airline has appeared with a more of a fact-spree look to it. It reminds me more of fellow gruesome BBC2 show Airport Live from last year. The debut episode follows British Airways as they launched the world's biggest passenger jet, the Airbus A380, and the list price of £250 million, there's no wonder why they wanted to show it off. It also has to have above 20 cabin crew members on board when in flight. That's quite a lot. We then get to watch highlights of a 4-hour journey to absolutely nowhere. Yes, I just actually said nowhere. We're just watching the plane stood in motion. This test run shows volunteers watching films, eating food and doing general sat down stuff whilst being grounded. And if you weren't gripped enough, then you actually get to see how cabin crew members are trained up British Airways style. So you get to see things like trolley services, health issues, safety in flight, how to dress to perfection, and deliver a world-class service too. They do have to learn a lot. Cabin crew hopeful Alice Kennedy is probably the only shining light. The aircraft fanatic says she once jumped into a random car to plane spot. One of the real training session highlights though was surrounding a deceased person. BA's trainer told the group that they can't put a dead person in the toilet, instead they should put them back in their seats. Crew had previously supposedly had to sit next to the deceased person during a full flight. Pretty much bad times for BA staff then. Throughout the show, despite some decent facts here and there, A Very British Airline is quite boring with lack of real fascinating content or laughs to help it along the way. 3 out of 5, average.
Time. Thank you. If you're a little bit late for your flight, do you think you can stick your thumbs out on the runway and get the 747 to pull over and pick you up? Not going to happen, guys, is it? So punctuality is definitely one we're going to be putting onto our course contract.
British Airways has always been renowned for its cabin crew, and certainly to get a job at British Airways is very hard. But I think it's because we don't want to dilute what we have.
The website for all your media needs is here. For reviews and trailers on the latest games, music or films, visit mediapig.co.uk.
Smile when you smile at me. Well,